What's going on, my fellow Jedi and Padawans? Welcome back to another Jedi gaming video. Thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel, and if you guys are new, welcome. I hope the week has been going fantastic for you and the day is treating you good. We're almost through the week. Just gotta get a little bit longer and we're at the weekend and we can crush some Destiny together, having a little bit of fun, grinding out for some Witch Queen. And let me tell you, you guys have been absolutely bonkers. I don't even understand it. I truly appreciate it so much. All the subscribes lately blowing me away. The videos are popping off and it's only gonna get better in Witch Queen. So thank you guys so much. And today we got our last Lost Sector video of this season, with the little changes coming next, with only one Lost Sector per day, and you can choose between Master and Legendary. That's going to be super cool. But this one right here, K1 Crew Quarters, let me tell you, definitely sucks. Probably my least favorite of them all, because there's only solar shields in here, but the burn that they give you is arc, so arc does more damage, and everything in here shoots arc at you, and it tracks, and it's just stupid. So hopefully this guide helps you guys out. Crush it and get that exotic loot, because let me tell you, not my favorite one that I would farm. Much better ones on like Dreaming City, everything like that are super easy. So to start out right here, we're gonna go over Titan, Hunter, and then Warlock with our weapons and mods for each character. Now this is basically the same thing as our last video because of the burn in here. Like I said, there's only solar shields, so we're gonna go with a solar super in Bottom Tree Sunbreaker, so we can have those solar kills, restore our health with sunspots, and our Sun Warrior right here. So it's perfect for ad clear, and it helps you stay alive with those sunspots. We're once again running the Biting Winds bow with overload on it. Absolutely love this thing. Said it before. Definitely a great bow for overload. Right here, we're again going to Chrysura Mellow solar auto rifle because there's only solar shields, and the thing does slap super hard. Love it. Slow fire rate means more damage for sure, and look at the range at this thing, absolutely nutty. Last but not least, we're gonna go with the Sleeper Stimulant. You can run Gallowhorn. I did a couple runs with that as well for solar, but Sleeper just absolutely eats, and particle deconstruction's going away, so I figured I would get one last bop in with that mixed with Sleeper, because like I said, barriers, boom, 2 shots for me, absolutely just murdered them out. So definitely should be using this loadout right here. You can switch out your heavy to some other solar if you want, but definitely right here is the main ingredients that you should be using for your weapons. On to the armor here. Once again, we're going to go charged with light with our linear fusion finders for our sleeper, our overload, and anti-barrier champions right here. On our chest piece, we got protective light so we can stay alive in the master version, along with our linear fusion reserves for sleeper, so we can get those extra shots in, so we don't have to worry too much about picking up ammo, because like I said, you got to stay super safe in this one. Everything hits super hard and all the arc shots track you. Right here on our legs, we got linear fusion holster, so our sleeper will reload on its own, as well as our scavengers for our fusion rifle and linear fusion rifle. And then finally right here, particle deconstruction with taking charge, so we can keep using protective light with our charged ups here. Nothing too crazy about the build, pretty similar to other ones that we've gone over for these Lost Sectors. And let's get into the Hunter next. Now right here for our Hunter, we're going to switch it up a little bit for the super, just because I don't really like solar supers for PvE, especially for this one, because you have to stay farther back, so your blade barrage doesn't really work that well in this one, just because like I said, it doesn't have the range and you need to stay pretty far back for most of your encounters within this Lost Sector. So we're going to go Top Tree Night Stalker like always for our dodge for invisibility, mixing that with Orpheus Rig so we can get a little bit extra deadfall, and then we get our super back faster when we're making our defeats. Same weapons, Biting Wind, Chrysura Mellow auto rifle, and Sleeper Stimulant, and then basically the same exact mods charged up with linear fusion finder, our anti-barrier and overload right there, then our reserves mixed with some taking charge, and then final particle deconstruction right here. Basically the same thing on our Warlock as well, but we will be running a Solar Super. Finally, for our Warlock, I'm actually going to go with Well for that survivability, plus we can use our grenade to break some of those shields if we need, but definitely Well helps us survive right here. If you really want, you can go bottom tree for those explosions, making some of the solar shields easier to destroy, but I definitely think survivability with Well is better for this situation. Same weapons we have been using on the other characters: Biting Winds, Crysera Mellow Auto Rifle, and Sleeper Stimulant. On to the armor. We have basically the same thing like I said: Protective Light with our Linear Fusion Finder, Anti-Barrier and Overload with some reserves on our chest piece, followed by the Scavengers, and then Protective Light as well as Particle Deconstruction. Now when it comes to the Lost Sector, it's very, very slow paced. Again, like I said in my last Lost Sector video, the Moon Lost Sectors are the worst, and then Communion and this one are by far my least favorite. So to start it off, in the initial room, we have a bunch of Vandals and Dregs shooting arc at you, as well as 2 Overload champions. I like to stay behind this rock right here at the very beginning to protect myself, and then the Overloads kind of jump up on the left-hand ledge so you can deal with them there pretty easily with your bow, but just make sure you're clearing out adds the best you can with this, because like I said, everything hits so hard with that arc burn, and then their little stupid bolts of arc are tracking you from your Vandals and your Dregs, plus the Dregs throw arc grenades as well, so it is just uberly crazy with the amount of arc coming at you. Now, once you get through this first room, it's pretty simple from here on out. You're just got to clear this next long corridor right here with like the broken spaceship. I like to stay back pretty far like I am here, because there's a couple barrier champions that come down and start giving everybody around it immune. So as soon as you see those barriers, take care of them. But be safe, because there are invisible marauders, all the Dregs around here, there's sniper shanks. Like I said, it's absolutely crazy. So you just got to play super safe and passive within this Lost Sector, because everything is an absolute tank, and just eat your health bar, even with Protective Light and meat being 1362. Crazy how hard that arc burn really affects this Lost Sector. But you just kind of do what I'm doing around these back areas. You can jump up on the ship on the right for a little bit better angle if you need, but there's about 5 champions just in this little stretch right here that you got to deal with. 3 overloads, 2 barriers, and it gets kind of hectic, so just take it slow and easy. Take your time, wipe out what you can, deal with your champions as fast as you can, but make sure you're playing it safe still. Once you clear out this little section that I'm in right here, we move up to the boss area, where it's going to be another barrier, another overload, and then once you do enough damage on the boss, another barrier comes out. So again, just play it super easy and slow. Nothing too crazy. Don't take risks. Use your head glitches if you need to. Use your solar auto rifle to take off those shields, your grenades, your supers, whatever you need to do to kind of clear thing out. But make sure you're dealing with those barrier champions as soon as you can, because in this with the servitors, they're the worst. By giving them that immunity with its ability, it's just absolutely crazy, and as soon as its shield comes up, its health starts to regen, so you got to make sure your barriers are your top priority within this Lost Sector. Nothing too crazy when you get up to the actual boss. You can kind of stay back like I was on the head glitch and just keep pinking them off as they come out. Deal with your overload, and then once again, like I said, as that last barrier comes out, when you've done enough damage to the boss, you just got to try to wipe them as soon as you possibly can, and then you're pretty good to go. The rest of the stuff won't become immune, which makes it a lot better. You pop your super, clear out everything right there that you can, and you're good to go. Defeat the boss, collect your chest, and bada bing, you are done with this Lost Sector. A little bit longer, again, 10-ish minutes, 11 depending on the run, but totally worth it if you can get some exotics going into Witch Queen, so you don't have to grind those out at the beginning, and you can get the new exotics that drop on February 22nd as well. So hopefully this helps you guys out. There's going to be a little bit of time for just the rest of the gameplay, so thank you guys so much again. I truly appreciate it. Peace.